One word kept coming up after this match: unfair. And for once, I don't think it's just noise. Egypt were beating Argentina 2-0, the reigning world champions, Messi and all of them. A country that waited 92 years just to win one game at a World Cup was 2 goals up in the round of 16, and they still went home. Let me show you why unfair is the right word. Because Egypt scored a goal that should have made it 3-0 and ended Argentina's night completely. It didn't count. And that's where this starts. And by the end, I'll show you this wasn't one bad referee on one bad night. It's a pattern. Let me give you guys some context because a lot of you don't watch much of this. Egypt's first World Cup was in 1934. In all that time, they'd never won a single match at one. Ever. Nearly a century of showing up and going home. This year, it broke. First win out of the group into the last 16 for the first time in their history. And that's what this was really about. For me at least. All the other older greats of the game that are at the World Cup this time, they've had their endings already. Messi completed football last time around. He won the World Cup. And this time, on top of all that, he's breaking record after record. It's insane. Ronaldo, he's tried his whole career. He hasn't managed the World Cup, but he's won the Euros. He's won the Nations League. He's had his ending too. Neymar, he's gone home this time. He's retired from international football, but he's won the Olympics, the Confederations Cup when it was a thing. So he's achieved with his country too. And that's the thing. The three of them, they play for countries that could actually compete for the whole thing each time. Nobody expects Egypt to come to the World Cup and win the whole thing. It's unreasonable, especially considering they've never even won a match at the World Cup before. And the fact that this time they actually came, they got out of their group, they won the round of 32, they got into the round of 16, a legendary run with one of the most incredible players of his generation, Mohamed Salah, who captains them and has carried his team for years, was possible. And it didn't happen, which is football. Football breaks your heart all the time. But this time it didn't happen because it was unfair, and that's what I can't stomach. That's what hurts. Before you dismiss me as just being angry and ranting, let's be fair. For an hour, Egypt were the better team, and they'd earned it. Argentina won an early penalty, a fair one, and up steps Messi to take it. Messi. And Egypt's keeper, Shobeir, he saves it. He saves a Messi penalty in a World Cup knockout. That's the moment Egypt stopped being tourists and started being real contenders to win this. Now the turn. And the order matters, so stay with me. Egypt 1-0 up, break through and score. That's 2-0. And the video referee, VAR, the officials watching replays who exist to fix clear and obvious mistakes, pulls it back. Not for offside, for a foul way back in the build-up. Egypt won the ball in their own half, carried it the length of the pitch, and Egypt scored. VAR went back 100 yards, 20 seconds to a soft shirt pull and wiped off the goal. And then Egypt scored again anyway, a clean one. So it's 2-0 regardless, which means that the disallowed goal would have been their third. It would have been 3-0 against Argentina, which would have ended the night, ended Messi's tournament, sent Argentina packing. But you know what? Zico, the guy who scored the second goal, he said he felt that the referee wanted to rule that one out too. Because the first one took so long to get confirmed and the referee went so far back, the players felt it happening to them in real time. The players were feeling that the referee was working against them. Here's the grey area that drives me up the wall. A foul in the build-up. How far back is too far? How many passes? How much extended possession? Nobody can tell you because there's no line written anywhere. Clear and obvious isn't a rule. It's a feeling. What's clear and obvious to me is that Egypt got robbed. To an Argentina fan, they won clean. When everything's a grey area, the rule bends whichever way you already wanted it to. And fine, rule it out. Be strict. But then where's the consistency? Because deep in stoppage time, right before Argentina scored the winner, Salah got his foot stepped on. And fine, if you want to think that was a soft foul, okay. But so was the other one. It was just a shirt tug. It didn't really bring Lisandro Martinez down. It was just a little pull. But you ruled it out. You went all the way back and ruled that out. Then why didn't you rule this one out too? That one, no review. There wasn't even a check. Play on. And I'm not the one saying it. Alan Shearer, one of the greatest footballers of all time, he said it plainly. Either both are fouls or neither is. Ian Wright, another legendary footballer, said if you pull it back for Argentina, you have to pull it back for Salah's foul as well. Everyone standing up for Argentina right now says he got the ball first. Sure, but in the next movement, he stepped on Salah. If you won the ball and caught him in the same movement, then it would be fine. But if you won the ball and then in the next movement, you catch him on the foot and he goes down in the box, that's a penalty. And you know what? Everyone's saying Salah dived. Dude, if you were running at full speed and somebody stepped on your foot, I challenge you to stand up straight and not lose your balance. It's physics. You know, if this was just happening in this game, you'd call it a bad night. It isn't a bad night. In France versus Paraguay, 18 fouls committed by Paraguay. I mean, they threw elbows, they slapped players, they did all kinds of shit. One of the worst displays of dark arts haram football, and not a single yellow card. They did not get booked. But the same night, Canada versus Morocco, 8 yellow cards were issued. 6 only in the first half. The ref was handing them out like candy. Yellow card after yellow card. That was the same night, same tournament. Different referee, different standards. So the referee you draw can end your World Cup. That's not a level field. That's a lottery. Guess which night Egypt caught? As Argentina chased the game, the ref found his cards. For Egypt, 5 yellows, 1 red card. A coach was sent off, their manager was booked, players were booked. Argentina committed more fouls and they got 0 yellow cards. All the Egyptian players stand on cautions, making sure they don't get a second yellow card and get sent off, while Argentina players foul willy-nilly. Earlier in the game, off the ball, an Argentine player slapped an Egyptian player. The whole stadium saw it, VAR saw it, we saw it on TV. You know who didn't see it? The referee on the field. And isn't that the definition of a clear and obvious mistake? Because the referee is clearly and obviously not looking in that direction? Shouldn't you then, as the VAR, say, hey, you know what? This guy just slapped an Egyptian. Maybe you want to get a card out. They used VAR and the clear and obvious rule to punish Egypt, but not to protect them. That's not a level playing field. It's unfair. And this is a pattern. In the group stage, Messi went studs up onto an Algeria player's Achilles heel. A straight red card any other day of the week. Nothing. If you watch football enough, you know that's a straight red card every other time. FIFA later quietly admitted it should have been red. Oh my god, it should have been red. A few rounds later, an American player makes the same challenge. Straight red and sent off. Same foul. What's the difference? One is Messi, one is not. Here's where I land. Egypt were 2-0 up and then Messi did Messi things. He's the greatest ever. I won't pretend otherwise. Romero, then Messi, then Enzo at the death. 3 goals in 13 minutes. That comeback is real, it's brilliant, and I'm not going to take that away. But Messi is being allowed to do Messi things. He's being given more room, more protection, more benefit of the doubt than anyone else on that pitch, on any other pitch. One time, it's a decision. 2 times, it's a decision. But every game, same direction, same team, that's fishy. Do I have proof that it's rigged? No, none. But this is the football feeling, and my feeling is that Argentina keep getting a helping hand. Not just here, across the whole tournament. They're brilliant. Messi is the best there's been, for me also. But that's not the only thing that Argentina is using to win. And here's what breaks my heart. Egypt proved they're so much more than Salah. Shobeir saving a Messi penalty. Zico terrorizing Argentina all night. Trezeguet, Marmoush, Ashur. Egyptians who went home recognized on the world stage for the first time. And that's exactly what makes me so heartbroken and so angry. It could have been more, but it wasn't allowed to be. In the comeback, 2 of the goals, they were proper. They were fantastic, brilliant goals that Argentina scored. But 1 goal should not have been allowed. They would have been left with 2. Those 2 goals, they would have taken it to 2-2, which would have taken it to extra time, giving Egypt a real shot at winning this thing. But the difference between all of that and what actually happened was 1 goal disallowed for Egypt and 1 goal allowed for Argentina because the referee had double standards. They were robbed of a fair game. This one was for Salah and it was taken unfairly in front of all of us. In a few years, the record is just going to say Argentina 3, Egypt 2. They won't show the rewind, they won't show the stamp, they won't show the 5 cards to none. They'll just show the score. That's the version that will go in history books. I don't think it's the true one. I'm Sahil. This is the football feeling. If you saw what I saw, tell me. And if you think Argentina won it clean, tell me that too. I read every single comment. I'll respond to every single one.